Hi, it's Katie here. Welcome to the sneak peek of Class 1 of Bendability for Beginners. This is my new at-home yoga course of short pre-recorded content and live classes, so you can double your flexibility by the end of next month. If you suffer from a stiff back, tight hamstrings, aching shoulders and hips, if you're worried about the implications of working at a desk job, or if you want to improve your posture, you could benefit from Bendability for Beginners. After this course, you will have increased your flexibility, less aches and pains, improved posture, and you'll finally feel free and loose in your body again. All the details to sign up for Bendability for Beginners are in the description of this video, along with some exclusive discount codes. So here's the first class. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Welcome to Class 1 of the Beginner's Guide to Bendability. For this class, we'll focus on increasing flexibility in the hips. To increase flexibility in the hips, we'll practice two long hold poses. The first being baby dragon pose, which is a great way to open up your hips, your groin, your hip flexors, and your quad muscles. Then we'll move into reclined cobbler's pose, which is a great way to stretch and open up your adductor muscles. For this practice, you'll need 2 yoga blocks and a blanket. We'll get started with a quick warm-up, so I'll see you on the mat in tabletop pose. Begin in tabletop pose, coming onto all fours, stacking your shoulders directly above your wrists and your hips directly above your knees. If you have sensitive knees, you can place a blanket underneath like so. Spread your fingers wide apart and push yourself away from your mat. We'll warm up with some cat and cow. As you inhale, point your tailbone up, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, look up. Exhale, point your tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and drop your head. Inhale, tailbone comes back up, drop your belly, chest forward, eyes up. Exhale, tailbone points down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, drop your head. Keep going for a few more rounds at your own pace. Each inhale takes you up into cow pose, and each exhale rounds you down to cat. The next time your spine is neutral, pause here, sit back for a moment and take some of the weight out of your wrists. Then come back into tabletop pose. We'll repeat with tiger pose. This time, as you inhale, bring your right foot up towards the ceiling, look up and magnetize the crown of your head to the sole of your foot. As you exhale, round your spine, pick your knee up towards your nose and drop your head. Inhale, bring the foot back up towards the ceiling, look up. Exhale, rounding down, knee to nose, dropping your head. Do 2 more just like this. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling, rounding down. Right knee can come back to the mat. This time as you inhale, bring your left foot up, look up, magnetize the crown of your head to the sole of your foot. Exhale, rounding down, knee to nose, dropping your head. Left knee coming back to the mat. Walk your hands slightly forward, keeping your fingers spread. Curl your toes onto the back of your mat. Lift both knees, then drag your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Paddle your feet here to stretch all through the backs of your legs. You can also sway your hips from side to side here. With an exhale, bring both knees back down onto your mat, making our way into baby dragon pose. Step your right foot forward in between your hands and slide your back knee back as far as is comfortable for you. You can place a blanket underneath your knee if it's sensitive, or tuck your toes to take some of the pressure off of your knee. Hands can come either side of your front foot, or if you're using yoga blocks, you can rest your hands onto your yoga blocks. Make sure your front knee is directly above your front ankle, holding here for 2 minutes. You can close your eyes or relax your gaze. Start to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Perhaps breathing in for the count of 5, out for the count of 7. Holding for 1 more minute here. Keep focusing on all of the sensations you're feeling within your body. And if your mind drifts away, bring it back to counting your breath. Take 1 more full breath cycle here. And now step back into downward facing dog, taking your time getting there. Once you're there, you can paddle your feet, sway your hips from side to side. Do whatever you need to do here to release that baby dragon. With an exhale, drop both knees back down onto the mat and step your left foot forward in between your hands, sliding your back knee back as far as is comfortable, placing your hands either side of your left foot or onto your blocks, making sure that your front knee is directly above your front ankle. Holding here for 2 minutes, relax your gaze or close your eyes. Make your exhale longer than your inhale and try to focus your mind completely on your body for the next 2 minutes. Holding for 1 more minute here, bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to the sensations you feel within your hips. Take 1 more big breath in and out. And now you can step back into downward facing dog. Taking your time to get there. Once you're there, paddle your feet, sway your hips. Do whatever you need to do to help your body to release any tension that might have accumulated within those holes. To find some stillness within your downward dog, keep your feet hip distance apart, have a generous bend in your knees, point your tailbone up and release your head towards your mat. Keep pushing yourself away from your hands, stretching all through the back of your body. On an exhale, drop both knees back down onto your mat and come to lie on the back of your body. When you're there, bring the soles of your feet together to make a big diamond shape with your legs. Coming into our second long hold pose, which is reclined cobbler's pose. The further away your feet are from your body, the less intense this will be on your adductor muscles. So of course, the closer you bring your feet, the more intense this will be. Holding here for 3 minutes so you can move your feet to find a distance that will be sustainable for you. We're just letting gravity do the work here, so don't force your knees down. If your knees are upset, you can take cushions or yoga blocks and put them in underneath your thighs. You can also press the knife edge of your feet down into your mat to take some of the pressure out of your knees. Relax your shoulders, loosen up your jaw. Start to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Allow your attention to settle on the sensations you feel within your hips, and just relax here for the next few minutes. We're holding here for 1 more minute. If you need to bring your awareness back to your breathing or back to the sensations that you're feeling, challenge yourself to stay here for the next minute. Prepare now to lift your knees back to center. You can use your hands to help if needed. Once they're there, place your feet hip distance apart. With an exhale, drop both knees to one side. Inhale to pick them back up. Exhale to drop to the opposite side. Doing some windshield wipers for the last minute here, getting rid of any stress or tension from your hips. Keep your connection to your breath and allow your breath to power the movements here. Pause the next time that your knees are in the center and slowly start to pick yourself back up, making your way into a seat on your mat. Well done for completing class 1. I'll see you next time for class 2.